But I'd like to ask you why you use drugs.
Different drugs for different things. Right now, I think it's in my interest, in ours perhaps, maybe in the interest of the greater good for me to smoke a joint and calm down. It's been demonstrably proven that temper tantrums are not the best way to do interviews, and probably my life will be easier and yours too if I smoke a joint. Now, if I were to sit here in a fit of anger and you saw me eating acid, if I were you, I'd leave with all the equipment. That cranks it up even worse.
The important thing in Hunter's life actually is seeing that great country, that amazing sort of rolling place, go down the drain. The drugs play a part in it. It's only another way of twisting the mental image, if you like. I don't know, maybe he actually needed something maybe to speed himself up to keep it going. In a way, it's a kind of a dedication, just in order to see what he wants to see.
What are we marking?
9:60 o'clock.
Oh, no, God. Help us, Jesus. Why does this happen at the end? Oh.
I think going to Las Vegas is going to be a rather strange feeling for him, because he's going to feel a little apprehensive about going back to something that perhaps he might want to forget. Well, Las Vegas does represent about the ultimate in what you can do if you've got endless amounts of money, or if you haven't, and you can go there and win it. It's the sort of pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Richard Nixon stands to me for everything that I would not want to have happen to myself, or be around. He stands for everything that I not only have contempt for, but dislike and think should be stomped out. Greed, treachery, stupidity, cupidity, positive power of lying, total contempt for any sort of human, constructive, political instinct. Everything that's wrong with America, everything that this country has demonstrated as a national trait that the world defines repugnant. The bully instinct, the power grab, the dumbness, the insensitivity. Nixon represents everything that's wrong with this country. Down the line. He can't even walk. He walks around with this kind of, how are you? I'm Richard Nixon.
Day 3, Las Vegas, 12 o'clock noon. We should have left for Hollywood at 9, but Thompson has locked himself in his hotel room. When he finally lets us in, his face is covered in white makeup.
Are you sure you're going to be okay?
I don't know.
Hey, you look terrible. Hey, sit down, something, and anything, but just
I'm
leave.
I'm on the phone.
Oh, yeah? Oh. You might, you're just well enough to do that. Well, that's good.
Yes.
Can you,
I've been vomiting blood this morning. What? Home. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can speak to Ralph for a second here. Yeah. Tell Cindy just exactly what's been happening.
Just, well, playing around, but it's obviously not. He's just...
I don't recognize anyone anymore.
Yeah. Good. Huh. Yeah.
But I was in no mood or condition to spend another week in Las Vegas. Not now.
Yeah, no, another
I had pushed my luck about as far as it was going to carry me in this town. All the way out to the edge. And now the weasels were closing in. I could smell the ugly brutes. Yes, it was definitely time to leave. My margin had shrunk to nothing.
Ship just disappearing. Caught back there. Cops behind us anywhere?
No.
The guy behind me is looking at me in a very ugly way.
I feel that, this idea of possibly going to Hollywood, another dream factory, where you can do anything and die on film, and by so doing, possibly have reincarnation, would fascinate Hunter very much, because it's an outrageous idea to go and arrange your own burial.
Listen to this piece of shit.
That's so
Come on, you pigs. I can't get over here. 150 fucking cars. Some asshole that class truck. Look at this junk. There's no holes over here. Man, this is a big cocksucker. People wonder why I don't buy American cars. God damn. Listen to that piece of shit. We're never gonna get to all. We won't make it. No.
What do you think of this place, Hunter?
It's the place to get out of as fast as possible.
You realize that your movie is going to open here,
I won't be here for it.
but your name's going to be on it.
Well, if I don't have to see it, it'll be all right. I hope it makes money, but I don't want to. Hey, we're drawing a crowd again. God.
Why are you hiding here?
Look at this. You're drawing a crowd. That's why I'm hiding. Everywhere you go, you draw a crowd with this thing.
Do you know any of the names of these?
I haven't seen a name. I don't want to see any names. It looks to me like a dirty sidewalk. I'd like to get out of here.
Popcorn.
No, thank you. I hate popcorn. You just had to figure out what you're going to do. I refuse to go out there in this thing until you know what you're doing.
I just want you to... It seems to me that this is sort of the heartland of Hollywood.
That's why I've avoided it for 50 years.
I mean, it seems to me this is a really appropriate
We're
place.
drawing a crowd. You know, it's like India. If I sit down here, God damn it, I'll be out of here in 13 more seconds if this keeps up. You may as well go to Bangladesh. Look at this. We've drawn a crowd for nothing at all. Aim at somebody else. Yeah.
The final day in Hollywood, and our final attempt to uncover the real Hunter Thompson.
If you're going to be a famous American writer, you don't really think of being in the comic strips. You know, being... Oh, yeah, or doing things like that, yes, in front of the camera, and it will be on film, won't it? The way the water is without chlorophyll, and the whiskey kills what would be the chlorophyll substitute. So every time we make a drink here, we put the drink in the ice, and then the whole thing into the grass, giving the ice enough time to absorb the chlorophyll. I have now absorbed enough chlorophyll to get back to the drink. That's why I'm so healthy, folks. I always roll my ice in chlorophyll before I drink whiskey. It's going to be a pile of rocks about 100 feet tall, and then a giant chrome sort of a cylinder, more like but in a conical, sort of round and tapering down to the top, at 150 feet tall, hollow inside. With on top of the sort of big arm would be a fist with a double thumb, you know, the symbol. I told you 1,000 times for 10 years, you've got to put 2 thumbs on the fist.
You put the other thumb. Come on.
I'll put it on there because it's going to be on there in the end.
A twisted thumb.
Well, I mean, it's better than no thumb, which is what you had. Oh, yes, it's in the will. You know, it's all described. It's going to be a little hard to do, particularly with me going. But I think it'd be a nice monument. After the cremation, we put the ashes in a canister and shoot it out the top of the fist over the valley, and gets up about, say, 500 feet up, it explodes, and the ashes drift down all over here. And that's it. That's my funeral.